Shalom, Yasharallah. This your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us this truth and that were well. And salutation and much love for you, I can pushing this truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here article real quick. It's dealing with, this medical situation we have going on and, which is leading into the mark of the beast. All right. And it says, Black and Asian communities trust family more than the government and media for the pandemic jab information amid lagging. And now this here BAME is like an acronym for basically Black and Asian and minority groups, more or less to say. Jab uptakes in the UK. All right. It says new research commissioned by the British Red Cross has revealed that Black and Asians and minority ethnic groups, BAME, are more likely to trust jab information given to them by their families and the government or the media. All right. And just based off of that, what's so wrong about that, man? All right. When you just common sense, who do you personally know? All right. If Donald Trump was trying to tell me so, or what's this guy's name? Joe Biden was trying to tell me something versus my mom or my father trying to tell me something. Granted, your mother and your father could be going off on certain things, but nevertheless, like, nah, I actually know them. You know what I'm saying? I know the things that they got going on. So why is it so bad that you would trust your family over somebody else, man? All right, let's just flip it around. What kind of father would you be? All right, if you trusted what the school was saying versus your child. Your child saying that they're being molested at school. One teacher's trying to molest them, but then the teacher wants to sit there and cover their case or whatever. And we wasn't molesting. Don't listen to your child. What type of father would you be not to listen to your child? All right, and all the way on down, up and down the road, man. All right, so hey, look, of course, any regular sane person would trust and believe their family more than some stranger. All right, just because you're in a so-called high position, you're in the news and the media, and you have these accolades behind your name, don't mean nothing to anybody, man. All right, for all we know, you're going to, with the script. All right, what about what happened when the government was allowing these subprime mortgages to be sold? What about when the government was doing these what is it? Just the syphilis experiments and things like that, man. That was the government coming to us about these things, right? All right, all these other situations, man, they all came from the government. But imagine if your father or your mother told you, "No, don't go down there with them." Is like, don't let them go down there and experiment on you or this and that. Oh, mama, you tripping? The government got the best, the best information for me, the best advice for me because they want to help me out the best, man. All right, since we came over here to America, when did the American government have, more respect or more, how do I want to put it, more, interest in actually benefiting us as individuals more than our families, man? All right, when you listen to these, the so-called government and all these things, when they were saying, look, we weren't even whole human beings. All right, it was all right for the slave owners to do all kind of crazy things to us and everything like that. It's not the same as if it's not. Salaki, give me a second. All right, it's not the same as if your own family is talking to you on these things, man. All right, the government tell you it's all right to go do they tell you, the government telling you your little 3-year-old kid they can go get a sex change and that's perfectly normal. All right, you don't have a gender. Your penis or your vagina don't make you a male or a female. That's what the government is saying, man. But we all know with common sense that they like, bro, you just trying to sell something, man. You trying to advertise something, man. All right, I would trust my family over trusting a shady car salesman, man. All right, I know my father. My father got my best interest in mind when he's talking to me. I go out to a used car lot and they be like, yo, salesman's trying to say, hey, look, man, this will be the best car for you, the best deal. We got this, and that. Only a fool would think that the car salesman is not thinking about his filling his own pockets, his own commissions, and that your father's trying to screw you over. Because what does your father got to gain out of you, man? If anything, if you fall into trouble, he's the one who's going to have to bail your ass out, man. He's not going to sit here and let this shady car salesman take advantage of you, man. All right? And come on, man. This is just plain and simple all the way around. You got a daughter and you a father, man, and you send your daughter out to the damn car lot or mechanic shop, man. Of course you're going to trust your family over that, man. So how much more with this, man? All right? It's a survey published on Friday by the British Red Cross shows that family conversation could play an important role in the increasing pandemic jab uptake among jab hesitant. Basically, we talking about the Israelite communities, more or less to say, The research says 81% of our people poll said that they trust information about the pandemic jabs given to them by family members, which is higher than the percentage that said that they trust information from the government, 66%, and mainstream media, 50%. Now, you also have a case of insiders and whistleblowers, right? So let's just say my mother works in the hospital or the hospitals and things like that, or with the jab development and things like that, man. From an inside perspective, just like we all know people who work at any of these companies, any company, man, there's always the inside information about these things, man. Like, let's say, for instance, if you work at McDonald's and you know that after 10 o'clock, they don't want to sit there and clean the ice cream machine. Like, oh, it's broke, it's down. No, they just telling you that because they don't want to clean the shit twice, man. All right? Or all these types of things, man. They know that they're getting over on you. Like, no, we want this, we want that, you know. But what happens if we have relatives that's actually working in these fields and they're giving us the straight information? You know, that they're barred from telling you certain information about these things, man. All right. Again, you go to the bank or any type of these places where they have to give you loans and things like that, man. They're always trying to screw you over with the highest percentage rate because that's where they're getting their money off of, man. If you had a family member that worked in there, matter of fact, not too long ago, not to drag this on, but not too long ago, I went inside a bank trying to get a loan or, try to get financing to buy a car, going through the regular bank that I have. But there was a Jake man up in there, and we was in the Edomite neighborhood, and Jake pulled me over to the side like, look, bro, yeah, I can get you this here situation, but you're going to be paying like 35%. Basically, we fucking you over with that. He was like, go over to this here credit union, go to this here credit union, and you'll be all right. Give me 1 second. Still rolling. All right, Salakia, I had some situations here pop off. But nevertheless, going back into this here, this article and things like that, like I said, man, there's nothing wrong with trusting your family, man. All right, they just putting this here this way to frame it like this, to say that your family don't know anything. Again, what if they have inside information from working in these areas, right? Let me just keep reading a little bit further down. It says the charity says that the jab skepticism actually varies among ethnic groups, with Indian 85%, Chinese 89% communities having similar levels of confidence in the jab that the British average at 87%. Outright rejection of the jabs was far higher amongst respondents from the Black African, Black Caribbean, and or Pakistani communities, right? Because, hey, Jake already know, man. All right, we've been trusting this here system and this government since we got over here, and look where we at now. Still screaming for equality and justice and peace and all these things, man. Over 400 years of getting fucked over, man. What would you be doing, man? All right, ask any of these damn Edomites, yo, man. So you've been married 40 years, and then out of them 40 years, your wife been over there sleeping around. Every day you came home, your wife got a different man in the bed for 39 and a half years. You gonna still trust her? She's been fucking you over every single day for so long. You gonna trust her at that point? No, man. If you went to work for 3, 4, 5 months in, they told you they was gonna pay you, and you ain't never got a paycheck, how long would you be working at this here job until you realize you're not gonna get paid, man? This is just regular common sense, all right? It says the study also showed that 82% of the BAME respondents who consider themselves jab hesitant could be persuaded to have the jabs if their fears of ranging from the side effects, speed of production, and ingredients are evaluated, right, or alleviated. Now, what person in their right mind will feel more comfortable with something that's tested like that, man? We can flip it around again, man. Somebody just went up and threw up. The average time of building a roller coaster, let's just say, is 8 months. Now, all of a sudden, they got this new roller coaster, some new design they ain't even test out, that they put up in, 35 minutes with some shady crew. You can't ask no questions on it. Ain't no safety procedures. Ain't nobody ever check it. Would you get on that roller coaster? Would you put your kids on that roller coaster? Hell no. You'd be like, no, it ain't tested and it ain't true. Only a fool would just blatantly or blindly just run out there and go take whatever the government say just because they tell you to go and do these things, man. All right? And it was just on Donald Trump's case because he was so-called saying certain things and making a certain group of people just blindly believe certain things that they were saying wasn't true. Like, so wait a minute. We supposed to be believing y'all because y'all on the other side? All right. The survey publication comes at a time when the UK jab program appears to be progressing well, but has been marred by frequent reports about the jab hesitancy in non-white communities. Also, now all of a sudden it's the niggas' problem, right? Let's jump into some scriptures real quick. We're not going to make this here lesson too long. We're going to start here in Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1, read 1 through 3, because this is what we're commanded to do, all right? It says, woe to the rebellious children, all right? Now, whose children are we, first and foremost? All right, the name Israel, Yashar Allah, means basically he is the prince of the power, all right? And if you're a prince, there's one fact that we know about you, that your father is a king, right? So our father is the Most High, right? Now, if our father's telling us certain things, we should put our trust in listening to him. Matter of fact, go back and look from Adam and Eve's time, right? Our father told us what to do, what not to do. What did we do? We rebelled. And look at where we at right now, man. He told us to keep his law, statutes, commandments. We made a covenant with him, and we rebelled against that. Look at where we at right now, man. All right, so look, it would behoove us to sit there and listen to our Father, man, when our Father tell us certain things, man. All right, it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel. All right, take advice, more or less to say, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. Right? They're adding sin to sin. You're in a bad situation, and you just made it even worse. All right, you already screwed over because you living up under this here devil. All right, but then now you want to sit here and listen to the devil lead you to the slaughter, man. All right, come on, man. It's like you know the dude that's kicking in doors and breaking into people's houses and everything like that, right? You know him from up the block. Yeah, the whole block told me about Ray Ray up the block. Ray Ray be kicking in doors and stealing flat screens and shit. Now you see Ray Ray come down the block and he trying to give you advice about, hey, bro, you know, you ain't got to lock your doors in the neighborhood. You ain't got to lock your windows and get no alarm over it. You going to listen to him? All right, after knowing his track record and everything? Or you going to listen like, nah, bro, the block, they trying to put you on, bro. You know, so this is what we going to do. we going to listen to the Lord, man. And the Lord's got his prophets out there, man, telling you what to do and what not to do, man. Are you going to listen to the Lord? You going to take heed of what the Lord is telling you? Or are you going to listen to the damn devil, man? It's been established who the damn devil is. Not just, look, we can take ourselves out of the equation, man. We don't give a damn about what the so-called white man has done to the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Look what the hell you doing to all these other nations, man. You want to trust them niggas? Look what he did over to the Middle East, man. Talking about some weapons of mass destruction and blew up all the Middle East and still over there, man. Do you think any of them Arabs should be trusting the so-called white man? All right, tell me some, oh, y'all got terrorists in y'all area. Like, no, they ain't had no terrorism over there until y'all took y'all little red asses over there, man. All right? And y'all brought the guns over there, man. Y'all brought the drugs over there, man. All right, look at our communities, man. How do we get cocaine and crack in our neighborhoods, man? How do we get AK-47 and Dracos in our neighborhoods, man? We don't own none of that shit. Where we getting the bullets from, man? So-called white man put him over there, man. He's the one that's creating these things and shipping these things, man. All right? So it says, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down to Egypt, and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust of the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So since you want to listen to this nigga, you gonna go down with this nigga, man. Just like I just gave you the example. Since you want to listen to Ray Ray up the block, that the whole block that warned you this nigga be kicking in doors and stealing flat screens. Since you want to listen to Ray Ray up the block, don't come to us when your shit get broken into, bruh. Don't come to us when all you come home, your whole house is cleaned the fuck out, and this nigga coming around the block trying to sell you your own shit, man. Man, this ain't fair, man. I need y'all to help me whoop this nigga ass. Nah, we told you not to be fucking with him, man. That's on you now. All right? And that's where we at right about now, man. Again, you ain't even got to listen to us. Look at what's going on the TV, man. They told us, oh, it's safe. Watch us inoculate these people. Then all of a sudden they start shaking and passing out and then dying and everything like that, man. Listen to them when they were, well, we ain't really tested this. It would take a lot longer for us to test these things. It normally take years for us to develop these jabs, but we just developed this here jab overnight. So go ahead and just trust us, man. Come on, man. You'd be a fool over these things, man. All right? It says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust of the shadow of Egypt your confusion. All right? And this is ultimately what's going on, man. All right? This is what they complain about because we don't want to listen to some inexperienced ass person, man. Nobody would trust somebody that's inexperienced in anything, man. You wouldn't get no damn Uber or taxi or get on no city bus with somebody who ain't never drove a vehicle a day in their life, man. Oh, just trust me, bro. I got it. You know what I'm saying? You trust your kinfolk. Somebody tell you don't get in the car with somebody that's not experienced. All right, somebody who ain't got no medical practitioner license. You gonna go get surgery from that nigga down there? Come on, bro. Hey, Jake don't even go in the hood and get no tattoos from somebody who ain't never gave no tattoos or nothing like that. But they'll go to jail. Right, and go get a jailhouse tattoo because they done been put on already. Well, this the nigga that do the tattoos and shit, man. Jake don't just let anybody cut their hair. They got to get a good referral from somebody that they know so they don't get fucked up. So how much more something like this where we could die off of it, man? All right, Jake go get a haircut from somebody they don't know. They might just get messed up with a bad haircut and grow it back out. But we talking about life and death over here, man. All right, let's grab a couple more. We'll close out. I'm going to try to make this here long. You know, let me, where's that at? Let me read this first. Well, I can read this as well, too. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, the servant of Yahweh, who spake unto the Lord, the words of this song in the day that Yahweh delivered him from the hand of all his enemies, and from the hand of Saul. And he said, I will love thee, O Yahweh, my strength. So look, there was proof in the pudding. All right, David was actually being delivered from the Lord the whole time, man. We got proof in the pudding, man. Look, the Lord say, listen to me. And with Adam and Eve situation, you shall surely die. We didn't listen, and we surely died. We had to, hey, bro, we got all these curses on us now, man. You know, you got to work with the sweat of your brow. Women have pain in childbirth and all these things. All right, we was kicked up out of paradise. There was a falling away at that point, you know. We fell from that perfect state. All right, then after Moses, we made that covenant with the Lord. They was going to serve him. But look at Deuteronomy 28, man. All right, 15 on down. That's where we at right now. Because why? We didn't hearken. We didn't trust. And we didn't put our trust in the Lord, man. All right, so we all fucked up to the same damn day, man. All right, we up under these Edomites into the same day where he want to jab us up, man. All right, because we didn't want to listen to the Lord, man. All right, and when the Lord was delivering us from all of our enemies, man. Verse 2, Yahweh is my rock, my fortress, my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler, and the horn of my salvation, and my high tower. I will call upon Yahweh, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. All right, and this ain't just vain sayings and things like that. Like I said, we have proof in the pudding, man. The scriptures tell us about, roughly paraphrasing. Look and see who's ever put their trust in the Lord, and roughly paraphrasing, see which one of them got let down by the Lord, man. All right, they was all delivered by the Lord, man. All right, this is when we have these records to remind us of these things, man. All right, let me go back now. Psalms 37, I'm gonna start at verse 39. It says, but the salvation of the righteousness is of Yahweh. He is the strength in the time of trouble. It says, and Yahweh shall help them and deliver them, and he shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. All right, so look, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna trust in the Lord, man. Even on the low levels, man. We got our homies or whatever, whatnot. You know, Jake grew up in certain neighborhoods. Like, bro, I got your back no matter what. We're gonna ride or die, thick or thin, and so on and so forth, you know. So some shit pop off, and let's just say these cats want to jump in and try to jump me. Jake already know how that roll. Like, nah, bro, if any of y'all want to try to jump in, I know my homies is gonna jump in. They're not gonna let that shit go down like that, man. You know, so look, why wouldn't we want to trust our own people, man? Why would we want to trust the enemy over here, man? All right. Let me go from there to Psalms 40, I'm going to read verse 1 through 4. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, I waited patiently for Yahweh, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. All right, now, hey, let's flip that on Esau. We've been out here, what the hell they be saying? Hands up, don't shoot, or no justice, no peace, Black Lives Matter. They not moving, they ain't budging, man. They just doubling down on your ass, man. They still doing the same shit they was doing beforehand, man. Trying to destroy our communities and things like that, man. All right, they steadily legalizing weed and giving your ass strong ass fucking weed now after they done locked your ass up for all this weed. But now they giving you some chemically based bullshit ass weed now, and they legalizing all those things, and then they also profiting off of the prisons, right? But then all of a sudden, you know, back in the days when they had the crack epidemics, they was locking us up, calling us crack babies. But now the curse is starting to fall upon them. Now, they kids is becoming heroin addicts and everything like that. Oh, it's not a crime. It ain't a crime. It's not a crime. These people need help. Come on, man. You acting all biased against us, man. All right. Verse 2, it says, he brought me up also out of the horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my goings. And that's true to say about all of us right now. You know, that's woke up to this here truth, man. Before we was those very dry bones. We was dead, calling ourselves so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, trusting in the so-called white men and all these things. But now we know, and now we understand who our power is, the names to call on. All right, Esau and his game plan and wickedness that he desires to do to us, man. All right, we know all these things. We know all these things now, man. All right, and Esau wasn't trying to help us out, man. Oh, we give you a religion and everything. Yeah, but you was calling us, like, what y'all would call Christians. We could all be saved and everything. No, this was exclusively for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why can't we have our own shit by our own self, man? Why we always got to share with your ass? You ain't sharing with us. You know, y'all ain't telling us all y'all trade secrets to all the little systems y'all got going on here in Babylon. So why the fuck do we want to try to give y'all any of our trade secrets when it comes to, you know, the Most High dealing with Israel and Israel only, man? All right. Let me keep reading verse 3 and 4. It says, he put a new song in my mouth, even praise unto our power. Many shall see it and fear and shall trust in Yahweh. Blessed is the man that maketh Yahweh his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies. All right, let me read verse 4 again. Blessed is that man that maketh Yahweh his trust, and respecteth not the proud, nor such as turn aside to lies, man. Because ultimately the Lord is going to bless those that wait upon him, wait patiently upon him, and have faith upon him, man. Faith in him, man. All right, because why? This is at, let me just read it. We'll close out with that. Revelation 3:10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, because we trust in the Lord. All right, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, as they're about to try to cause all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, and receive this here mark in their right hand and their foreheads. All right. I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So, hey, this is the real standard. Now it's time to act. All right. Do you really trust in the Lord, or do you really trust in Egypt, man? You say you trust the Lord, you're going to do his will and serve the Lord. But then the TV come on and tell you, hey, you got to go get jabbed up. This is the best thing for you. Forget what the Lord say. We're going to go over here and just listen to them. No, man, this is that great temptation that's coming upon the whole earth, man. We're going to put our trust in the Lord, our whole trust in the Lord, man. All right. Because at the end all be all, like, yo, we gave everything up. We put all our 100% trust into you, Lord. And, we praying that you come through and deliver us, man. All right, because look, at the end all be all, let me grab two more real quick. Let me read verse 2. Revelation 16:2, it says, and the first went out and poured his vials upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped the image, worshipped his image. So, hey, there's side effects if you want to taking these things, man. All right, there's the Most High's got pestilence and plagues that come along with these things, man. That's not even the ultimate plague. All right, this is the judgment for this. Revelation 14:9 says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. All right, so look, ultimately, your ass got a missile with your name on it if you take this here, these whole medical situations which leading into the mark of the beast, man. The Most High already told you about these things. What, you gonna prosper for just yet a little while? All right, you gonna, come on, man. Nah, they gotta say it in the hood. You done sold your damn car for gas money, bruh. Yeah, you came up with a little bit of money for gas, but now you out of the car, the whole deal. So you really fucked yourself even worse than the position that you was in, man. All right, let's say your ass gets sick from one of these pandemics or whatnot. As long as you don't defy the Most High, you can always call out to him and pray him and ask for deliverance, man. But if you want to get in this here jab or whatever, and you have side effects and everything, don't expect to call on the Lord, man. Don't expect for him to answer your prayers at that point in time. He's like, I told your ass, man. Now I'm about to laugh at your calamities when they come. In fact, I'm the one who sent that Bell palsy on your ass, man. I'm the one who sent that excessive shaking on your ass, man. I'm the one who sent the death upon your ass and your family because you hearken not unto me, man. Ultimately. So I'm going to go ahead and close out with that. Lord willing, the elect was edified with this here lesson. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity over the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Till next time, I say, stay strong. Shalom.